Show. I'm your host, NolyaNiko, and today we are on one. What's going on with y'all, man? Um, Today I'm just streaming. I like looking at first 48 and little stuff like that. I like little cop shows and little stuff. So we're gonna be looking at that. But also, uh, shout out to the brothers, family, Nolan. I forgot his last name. The young brother who was killed by, well, allegedly, who was found killed. Um, because I know they don't have no suspects, but to be honest, me personally, we already know who it was. Um, I want to really just talk about it because I want to just talk about it and not really go into it too much because I see a lot of people cover it and I don't want my views off of like his death, but I do want to send my condolences and to just state that this is a repeated cycle that has been going on for a very long time, and it's been time for a change. It's been time for a change. It's been time for us to stand up. It's been time for us to do a lot of things. So, we really need to get into uniting with each other, really standing together as one. Because if we don't, look at what's going on now. Like even going on with the Epstein files and what's going on in Gaza and all that stuff, man. Like it's really it's oh, somebody just wrote something on here. My fault, yeah, bro. I just came across your stream. I dropped a follow beforehand. Now I respect the hustle. I actually know a professional promoter who wrote stream. I don't know if this a real person or not, but I will. And if thank you, Stephen. I'm gonna just say Steph. Appreciate you, Steph. But yeah, if we don't come together, bro, like we just gonna keep failing. And you see what's going on in the world now. We know that the government don't care about us, but a lot of us are just comfortable, and not just in the black community. It's all, but us in the black community need to realize that you know it's been at first the agenda was to enslave us. Now the agenda is for us to be enslaved while also harming each other, while also having odds against each other. And we already know, well, we should know that as far as with racism and all that stuff, all of these things were structured to put us against each other in general. So, but I definitely want to send shout out, and I hope shout out to his family, and I hope that they get justice because it's crazy. It's crazy. We done seen too many deaths of it. We done seen too many people. We done seen too many of our people die or be killed or be accused of doing something or being threatened for our life. Or even still, if we take a life in defense, we're still the bad guy. So, but shout out to that brother, man. And shout out to everyone who has lost lost someone to police brutality and so on and so forth. But we gonna get into this is it was how police captured the Texas church assassin. Now this junk, it was crazy. I was looking at a little bit of it last night. I ain't never get to finish it. It's like a 45-minute jump, so we gonna be here for a while. Well, I'm gonna try to see it for a while, but just sit here and just look at it, talk about it, and just let's just rap about it. Later on, be playing the game though, so y'all stay tuned with that. All right, let's get into it.
Pastor, how are you, sir?
Thank you for coming out here.
Inside this church in May, Texas, locals are gathering to mourn the tragic death of 25-year-old Shantae Blankenship. So somewhere within this crowd is Shantae's killer, hiding in plain sight and watching town folks pointing suspicions in all directions.
Has she had problems with anybody?
There used to be this guy out calling, and we used to have problems because he used to ride around with them and stuff.
My fault, y'all. I had my thing on mute, but um, I really like paying attention to these type of body cam footage because I think these don't get shown as much, like as far as with the serial killers and the rapists and this, that, and the third. Like, don't get me wrong, like we see it, but like I think me personally, I feel as though what get more promoted is youngins in the streets or somebody being killed in the shooting or whatever. Like they don't really talk about like how it be a group of people who who be on some satanic weird stuff and they not even in no, well, to be honest, you never know because in that satanic agenda, all the pipeline is big. So like I believe I said this way back before in an old video podcast. I said old video podcast. Well, my own video podcast. I said in my old video podcast when I reacted to a video, it was like the people who actually do this stuff, they not the ones out there going to go kill and pick up the kids and getting in the vans and putting them in the tunnels and stuff. Nah, they got people to do it for them. So who do you think that they go to go do it? So, but yeah, man, this junk is crazy. It's crazy.
Whoever it is a pretty sick person and they're still out there somewhere. I think it's your boyfriend, John.
You know, she's a good-looking girl, and that makes me a dirty old man. I think that's what was said.
As detectives exhaust every lead, the case eventually goes cold, leaving this small community questioning if any one of them might be the next victim. Yet, for over a year, one unusual witness sits quietly unnoticed, holding the answer detectives had been hunting for all along.
He was so devious and smart. He just didn't know that that was going to be the thing that would finally catch him.
The reactions that we're showing on this is, man, you're off the freaking charts.
And here he is, right in front of us. How did I miss that?
Crazy.
Hey, I need to launch a campaign in 2 weeks.
It's May 15th in the small town of May, Texas. Nearly 48 hours have passed since 25-year-old Shantae Blankenship mysteriously vanished after going on her usual evening walk. Since then, church volunteers have searched tirelessly for any sign of her, until this Sunday morning, around 11 a.m., when one couple stumbles upon...
Hey, I remember that on the podcast. I don't know Shawty name, but it was the little light skinned brother and the dude that was sitting in there, and she leaned back in the chair popped, and she was like this, and she said, I heard the chair pop, Jerry.
Something.
What's the location of your emergency?
I have no idea where I'm at. I am in the middle of nowhere. We were looking for Shantae Blankenship.
Okay.
We found her.
Okay.
It's
okay. Stay real still for me. Okay, I'm gonna try to ping your location.
It's actually the old haunted house is what everybody calls it.
Is she okay? Does she need any medical attention?
Is she alive? She's dead. Oh God.
And yeah, and it's a scary thing and also a good thing too, because the scary thing about living in a small town is that, you know, like a person that you can trust. Like if you know everybody in your town, majority of the people, you gonna trust them because you you know them. Like you probably done lived around here. You've been born around here ever since you was a kid. That person probably was 20 some years old when you was a kid. Now that person 40, 50 some years old, or rather if it's a boyfriend, whatever. It's a small town. It's only like 160 some people. Like it's very scary. Like a woman can trust a person and thinking that they cool or they whatever, and or anybody, and they can take them to somewhere like this. And this joint is real remote, even though it's a small town. But that is crazy that they just got that in the back in the cut, just and then they call it. I think they said they call it the old haunted house. I think that's what the broad said. So it's like you can just imagine what really happens down there. And then, if I'm not mistaken, it was something like it. I ain't gonna spoil it, but yeah, we'll talk about it.
Okay, yeah, I've got everybody headed that direction, okay?
Right away, the Brown County Sheriff's Office dispatches 2 patrol deputies to the caller's location, an abandoned farmhouse nearly 25 miles away. Once they arrive, they find Charlie and Jackie anxiously pacing outside, ready to go into detail about the gruesome discovery they had just made inside.
We're just riding around looking for her. They did everybody met at 3 at the church to go look for her, and we were just driving around. We looked at every creek and culvert we could find.
The peel-out marks were already here.
Those over there, yeah.
I've seen those tracks, and they pulled in. They didn't go on through. They were just stopped.
These aren't y'all's?
No, this is the vehicle we're in.
Are those
over to the gate?
Are those your shoe prints?
Probably mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's stay over here on the rocks and not walk around where there's any footprints.
Don't let them leave there till I get out there, please.
10-4, they're waiting for everybody.
To the deputies, this discovery immediately raises questions. The farmhouse sits miles out of town, in an isolated location that many locals don't even know exists. So,
How? I just thought about that. How they don't know? Nah. You not nah. Ain't no way. How the hell you gonna say it's a small town, but then it's miles away from the town? It's something that they don't. Nah. People been living there for no. And the lady even say this. The old hunter. It's nah. How many locals don't know? Nah. Ain't no way. Nah.
while they wait for additional officers to arrive, the deputy begins pressing for answers, trying to understand how this couple ended up here in the first place.
How long I guess y'all called immediately when y'all found her?
Oh, yeah.
Which gate did y'all jump?
I walked around the house. I didn't see nothing in there. And I went out to all the outbuildings.
Do what?
I walked around in the house.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see nothing in there and went to all the outbuildings.
Yeah.
And I was coming back, and that storm shelter there had a bunch of grass knocked down. So I run around and looked, and there she is. She's upside down in there, and she is beat. I got a daughter that age. She's naked, and the jaybird, all she got on is that white shirt she was running around in Friday when I seen her. If I get my hand on them, she said, done that. I tell that right now, Fletcher. I told them bastard. Nobody. She had the mentality of a 9-year-old.
There's an old house back there.
He said she had a mentality.
Yeah.
He said she had a mentality of a 9-year-old, so she probably was a little autistic or something. And that's great. And that be the that be the craziest parts, man. When men, especially grown men, like, and astaghfirullah for what I'm gonna say, but bro, if you fiending that bad, bro, just go pay for it or something. Like, don't, like, why y'all out here abuse? Like, why does that become a thing? Like, I mean, mentally, like, I mean, I understand, people with some circumstances, as far as when, it get done to the person, then they wind up, repeating the cycle or whatever the case may be. But it's like, just the mentality of it. It's just like, bro, like, how can you just take advantage of a woman as a man when it's plenty, like, it's too many women out here. Like, It's too many women out here, and not to say that it's easy said no, because I'm pretty sure every man and every woman have been through heartbreak or whatever the case may be. But you just going out here and just forcing yourself on a person, or just like, and then you take it to this extent, like you force yourself. Mind you, this person has the mentality of a 9-year-old. You force yourself on this person. You done beat this person, done raped this person, did all these things to this person when you could have just probably went somewhere else and could have just got it from somebody else, and they would have gave it to you willingly, and you ain't have to do all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, just throws me off, bro.
Apparently all met up at the church earlier at North Lake, and they were just coming out driving around looking. She's in a cellar.
Get exclusive Mortal Kombat 2 wallpapers for your PC.
You serious?
Yeah. Well, said they were just out looking for places.
That old gray house.
Yeah, I think so. They said they found hair laying out on the ground. They're like, what the heck is that? And so they've already picked it up. It's like, that ain't cow hair or anything. And they were wandering around and they found her in the cellar. The gate's locked, so we'll have to cut it. But there's tire tracks that pull in there and then pull straight back out.
Fresh trash?
Yeah, like today fresh.
Indeed, these are very fresh marks, planting a terrifying thought in the deputies' minds that Shantae's killer could be somewhere nearby, keeping a close eye on the area. Shortly afterward, more units begin arriving at the scene, including the crime scene photographer. And as the deputies prepare to head towards the body's location, they'll soon realize that whatever the couple told them is nothing compared to what they're about to see.
Watch that wire. So it's on your gun. There you go. You're good. All right, here, John.
I wonder, isn't it a department for rape victims and stuff like that? Like, don't they have like their own unit? I want to, like, if anybody knows that, please let me know, because I always wanted to know that. Because I ain't gonna lie, that I'll be a fed for that. I'll be a fed for like rape victims and kidnappings and all that stuff. I'll do that, but. It's just crazy, bro. It's really crazy. It's really crazy, bro. Like it really makes you like, and it throws me off because it's been going on for a very long time. Going on for a very, 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 very long time, for generations, for centuries even, and. Like, just with all this child trafficking and people eating babies and doing all this stuff, man. Like, it's like, it's crazy. It is really crazy out here, man. And like, just to see stuff like this.
I'll step up here and I'll grab the camera and hold it.
The bracelet's laying right on the other side. I'm filming it first.
Okay, he said there's a little bracelet right here on the other side of the gate. He said, yeah, right over there in the middle of that grass. There's one of those wristbands, those little rubber bands like this one. It looks, the way this grass is right here, like someone's been through it recently or something. Knife laying on the ground. I don't know, looks like it's been there a little while.
Yeah, it's been there a while, but we'll go ahead and photograph it just in case.
I don't see any blood anywhere though. I haven't seen drops. I wonder if someone pulled around to the back side of this house where it wasn't as obvious.
Yeah, let's just follow the...
We'll follow the dirt tracks. The grass disturbed. She don't have any pants on.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Video here. I want to say he said he pulled this metal back. We need to find.
At the hospital, bro. Like, just seeing some of that stuff is vicious, but seeing that firsthand, like.
Find out. I mean, because you can see where there's a path right through here. Man, this grass is still thick. There's not gonna be any prints. This metal right here we'll need to process probably, or I would say. Here's another pink band right here, John.
Oh, yeah. It's a legit homicide, it looks like.
There's blood all on that rock right there. Once all your guys get out here, I'm sure they'll want to go through this building and make sure that there's not something inside here either.
Yeah.
On the ground, halfway inside the cellar, lies Shantae's deceased and partially clothed body, beaten so severely that she is almost unrecognizable. Beside her is a broken lawnmower blade stained with blood. Its condition and placement leave investigators with little doubt that they're looking at the murder weapon. All of it, the secluded location, the sheer brutality of the attack, and the way
I had to pause it for a second because I just got some good news. So, Alhamdulillah. That's first. Alhamdulillah. That's first. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Shantae's body is positioned leave deputies wondering just what kind of a deranged person could have done this. Following this, Shantae's body is taken away for autopsy while officers clear the abandoned house. Inside, they find trash, empty alcohol bottles, and decay, but no blood or signs of a struggle. The next step for investigators is to speak with the remaining search volunteers, so they release the couple who found the body, instructing them not to tell anyone about the discovery to avoid alerting the killer. But that's easier said than done, because for Brown County, discoveries like this carry a familiar weight, as the area has been no stranger to tragedy. In 1989, 13-year-old Amanda Goodman was abducted while walking home from school and murdered. 7 years later, in 1996, 30-year-old Juan Laurels was found shot to death beside his burning car. Decades later, both cases remain unsolved. And even more recently, police recovered the remains of 2 missing residents in remote areas of Brown County. So while investigators hope to keep details of Shantae's murder from spreading, in a town this small, news travels extremely fast, and investigators are about to learn that the hard way.
And this is the church, North Lake.
Because May, Texas is a deeply religious community, the search for Shantae has been organized through the local North Lake Community Church. So investigators head there, but by the time they arrive, the situation has already changed dramatically.
And that's sick, because that's sick. It's ran by the locals, the people that's in the church, right? So now the killer, the person who did it, who's a part of the community and who's in the local church with everybody, rather if he believe or not, he's still in the community. You real life still gonna go around and search like you're concerned. Like you half-stepping moist ass.
A volunteer firefighter has just informed Shantae's family that her body has been found, putting deputies at a significant disadvantage. And as the deputy approaches the church, he's met with uneasy stares from the crowd as he scans the room for any potential suspects.
Okay. All right. I'm just looking.
Oh.
I'm just making observations.
Oh, appreciate it.
The crowd.
Thank
You're not doing what, sir? Okay, that's fine.
It could be anybody
Come on.
right there, bro.
Hey, folks, could you have your attention just a minute? Folks, hello, ladies, gentlemen. If you believe you have information that will assist in this investigation, I ask you don't discuss it with anybody else. I don't want you to mix your notes with anybody else's notes or anybody else's observations. That's important because I want your recollections to be your own. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Pastor? How are you, sir?
You're doing okay.
Doing well, sir.
Thank you for coming out here.
You bet.
It's
So easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account.
While the community may not trust the
Uh-oh. My bad, y'all.
deputy yet, they do trust Pastor Ron Keener. Having spent nearly 5 decades in ministry and years helping local charities, he knows this town inside and out, and having him on their side could prove invaluable to the investigation. As the deputy continues moving through the church, he notices people beginning to leave. With no legal authority to stop them, he urges Pastor Keener to help gather Shantae's family and those closest to her. But as detectives begin speaking with the people who knew Shantae best, one person quickly draws their attention: her boyfriend, John Adams. And as they sit down with him, his behavior would be nothing like what you'd expect from a grieving boyfriend. But before we get to that, it's worth noting that covering stories like this, you realize just how much people are forced to carry. Fear, trauma, even the day-to-day burden of surviving. And sometimes that weight shows up in other ways too, like debt. Do you feel crushed by debt? Those high-interest loans, that mountain of credit card debt, or anyone struggling with credit cards, you back in control? Check it. They've helped tens of humanity. With that said, let's get back to the investigation where Shantae's boyfriend, John, is about to exhibit some behavior the detectives would find highly suspicious.
My name's John Harper. I'm an investigator with Bryan County Sheriff's Office.
I don't get in trouble anymore.
What does that mean?
You told me and Frankie Salazar over one time.
No, now I remember who you are. Yes, now I remember who you are. How long have you been with her?
A little over 3 years, October 17th.
Okay. How did you and her get along?
How we got along?
Yeah.
I mean, there was times
How we got along? Oh, we was just I'll be right back, y'all. I'm about to make me some cereal. Sorry for being rude.
I don't lie. We'd argue, but she's not capable of handling things. She has no problems. I try to she has a habit of yelling and stuff, and I just try, sometimes I'd leave, and then sometimes I could just talk her out of it and be nice, and she'd calm down. But she just has, how do you say it? She expressed herself different. Sometimes it was like a wall, but
And on top of that, this is your girl.
But she showed me love, you
not crying.
Despite just learning that Shantae has been found dead, John doesn't ask a single question about what happened to her that night, leaving detectives to wonder if he somehow already knows. At this stage, deputies are looking for anyone who may have had a reason to harm Shantae, and without hesitation, John would point investigators towards another man, someone who had just slipped out of the church the moment the deputy arrived.
Anything else has she had problems with anybody?
There used to be this guy, Colin.
Guy where?
Colin.
Yeah. What about Colin Smith?
Well, we used to have problems because she used to ride around with him and stuff, and he used to just do stupid stuff, and he ride around drunk, stuff like that, and I didn't like that, and I should hang around and stuff, but pretty much me and him got into it one time because he came out to the house, and she was drunk, they were all drunk, I'm off of work. I mean, I'm thinking, what the hell? And me and her stepdad were out there and straightened out, and I never heard much out. He pretty much turned his nose and let it be.
Okay.
And then I've heard off and on she goes over there. I mean, but it's just something I can't really get myself upset about. And I mean, but I'm that foolish over.
As John's interview comes to an end, deputies still aren't sure what to make of him. Although he agreed to speak with them voluntarily and remains cooperative, detectives find his behavior oddly unconcerned. For now, John points investigators towards the only possible suspect he can think of, Colin Smith, a man deputies soon learn is no longer at the church. And as the church empties and the night comes to an end, detectives decide to wrap up the interviews and continue the investigation at first light. But when the community finally learns who the killer really is, they would be left speechless that someone they thought they could trust was capable of such evil.
I mean, we've got hers been brutally murdered, and here he is right in front of us. How did I miss that? How did I miss it?
Alert! Radar contact! Enemy unit! All hands to battle station!
On my way!
Immerse yourself in a thrilling naval story.
Incoming aircraft!
And assemble it.
Like, I commend a lot of mothers who don't send their children to a lot of people's houses. Even my house. If you don't feel comfortable, I'm not going to judge you. Because you never know what goes on other people's house. And sometimes, for real, it won't even be the people. Sometimes it don't even be the people that's watching the kids. Sometimes it be the people kids, or the people kids friends, or the parents friends, or whatever the case may be. You know, I commend a lot of women who don't do that. Or at least if it's with certain family members, but sometimes even family members. Like you can never know who you can trust with your child. Like on a serious tip. Like, you can never know. You'll never know what a person would do, how a person really thinks about you and your child, or your family in general. Like, you'll never know.
The next morning, just as deputies prepare to head back into town, they receive a major update from the forensic team. The initial autopsy results are in. Shantae's cause of death is determined to be blunt force trauma to the head and neck. Her injuries are consistent with the broken lawnmower blade found at the scene. She has no defensive wounds, while bruising on her arms suggests she had been dragged by the elbows. But investigators uncover something even more disturbing. Shantae's body had been violated as she was dying, or even after her death.
What the fuck is wrong? Like, stop a lot. Like, what is wrong with y'all, bro? Like, seriously. A male DNA profile was obtained from the fraction of the swab atoms. Item 3030.1 is included as the source. The DNA profile obtained from the suspect fraction of the such and such swab. The DNA was also detected, assuming a mixture of only 2 individuals at the, I guess, Rhode Island. I don't know. I missed that part. It's a source of the mixture of a male DNA profile was deduced at 11. I don't know. These niggas is wow. I said deducted. Yeah, deducted. Deducted at 11. That is crazy, man. Like a fucking dead body. Like that guy.
Male DNA is recovered, giving detectives their first concrete clue about the person they're looking for. And combined with the sheer brutality of the attack, investigators begin to suspect that this was not the killer's first time, and that other victims may still be hidden somewhere. At 10 a.m.
But it's like, bro, like what do you seriously get out of that, bro? Like, like the mindset of it, bro. Like it's a me personally, I believe in what I believe in as a Muslim, you know, and I understand the whispers of the jinns and the temptations and so on and so forth, and I also understand you opening yourself to that as well. So it's just like, bro, like, but just like how, like, you really have to be drugged up a lot, or you really just don't have to care about life at all to really have the mentality to do that to a person. And not only just do that to a person, but then walk away like nothing happened. Like that takes what's what's the dude name that was on the podcast, that was on the jump with Charlemagne and Kirk or Turk or Kirk, whatever his name is. He made that funny statement when he was talking about the. It wasn't funny, but to be honest, it was funny, but it's real when he was talking about, like, with the LGBTQ community. He was like, he commended them because for you to put in your mind, he said, for you to put in your mind for you to believe that you are something that you are not, and actually go through with it is great, is achievable, because that shows that you could have been anything that you wanted to if you would have put your mind into it. It's funny, but I mean, I get what he was trying to do. It was a punchline, but to be honest, that's true. If I sit here and say to myself, I am a pit bull, and I really dedicate my full whole life of actually trying to be a pit bull, I might look crazy as heck, but you will sit here and be like, that nigga did go through the full lengths though, even though it's dumb as heck, even though we know that he's a human being. But so it's crazy, like, to have in your mind to be like, for you to really be in your mind to say, I'm a go, I'm a hurt this woman, or I'm gonna do this to this woman, or I'm a X, Y, and Z this person. Go through with it, and then step off like nothing ain't happened. And like it's like just going to the store, putting on a fresh shirt or some shit. Like you wow.
A.M. Deputies make their way into town and split up, interviewing men throughout the area and collecting DNA samples in hopes of identifying the killer. Suspecting they're dealing with a serial killer, they know they can't afford to waste time, as anyone could be a potential suspect. But the terrifying part is that they have no idea which of those encounters will be the one with the killer.
I guess you know why I'm here.
Well, I'm sure it has something to do with Shantae.
Yes, sir. What do you know about Shantae, sir?
I've lived here about 4 years, and she walks up and down the streets every day.
Something was said, and I'm not sure about the source because I was just assigned to come out.
Okay.
Something about, that you had said that you get excited when you see her.
There might have been a comment made to say that, she's a good-looking girl, and that makes me a dirty old man. I think that's what was said. And I don't give a shit if you're male and you ain't. You're going to look at a young lady and say, well,
I'm not gonna lie, for him saying that, no, he's not wrong. I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. Like I ain't gonna lie. Even still, if he ain't do it, I don't trust him at all. Cause nigga, there's thoughtful love for me just judging off of how he look, but I ain't gonna lie. Like he like, yeah, I mean, that makes me a dirty old man. Well, she's pretty. She's damn pretty. Yeah, she pretty. All right. You wild lover, like she just got killed. I get it. Yeah, but nigga, nah. Even still, if you ain't do it, I don't care. Like, bro, you so that makes me a old dirty man. Sit your old.
Damn, she's pretty.
Sit down.
Yeah, I hear you.
Somebody reported a dead body hanging in there. And they got on that gate there that came open with him. He told me she's pretty.
How long ago was that?
Oh, that's been
10 years.
Oh, okay.
And you just seen her and waved to her. You didn't stop and talk to her.
Didn't stop and talk to him. I had to stop and talk to her in the past. So she's a good little girl.
There's boys that would, want to be with her, and John said that he was her boyfriend. She'd say Colin was her boyfriend. You never know.
Okay. Oh, so she said Colin was a boy. Hold on. She said, hold on, hold on, wait, go back. What'd she say?
You just seen her and waved to her. You didn't stop and talk to her.
Didn't stop talking to him. I had to stop and talk to her in the past.
Colin was her boyfriend.
She's a good little girl.
Did she say that?
You know, there's
Say he was her
boys that would, want to be with her, and John said that he was her boyfriend.
John said that he was her boyfriend, and she said Colin was her boyfriend. John did it. John did it. John did it.
Say Colin was her boyfriend.
I wouldn't. Hold on.
You never know.
Hold on.
So long we have waited.
Because I'm sensing some bullshittery here.
After speaking with more than a dozen residents, detectives uncover a troubling reality.
Because nigga John said that he was his girl. I mean, that was his girl. She said she was Colin's girl. James said that was his girl. She wanted Colin. She said Colin was her man. Now she's dead and raped and this, that, and the third. So initially, he wasn't the original boyfriend. Okay. Somebody not saying something. Because when she just, all right.
There is no shortage of men who knew Shantae, knew her routine, and may have had the opportunity to harm her, meaning there are still too many possibilities and no clear suspect. So, in search of a breakthrough, the lead detective contacts Shantae's family and learns from her mother, Michelle, that the last person likely to have seen her before she disappeared was her closest friend, Caitlin. After getting Caitlin's address, detective...
Wait, hold on. Hold the fuck on. Astaghfirullah. Hold on. You mean to tell me her best friend was the last person, and while everybody was at the church, she ain't say nothing? They just went to all right.
Drive to her house, unaware that the woman they're about to meet may hold the key to unraveling the entire case. Because no one in this house knows Shantae better than she does, or the three strange men who had recently entered her life.
Caitlin, we're just trying to get as much information on this as we can. Will you just kind of tell me about Friday? What was she talking about?
She was talking to me about a whole bunch of different stuff. One thing that really got me was she told me her and Colin got back together. Her and her boyfriend John talked about how they broke up because she didn't like him. And then said she told me a whole bunch of different...
Me about Friday. What was she talking about?
She was talking to me about a whole bunch of different stuff. One thing that really got me was she told me her and Colin got back together. Her and her boyfriend John talked about how they broke up because she didn't like him. And then said that actually Colin told her to meet him in the shed behind his house that night. Sorry.
It's okay. Take your time.
Maybe she was scared. Maybe she. I got to give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was scared. But if you knew, it's certain things I ain't playing about. It's me personally. I ain't. It's certain things It's two things I'm snitching about: children and a rapist. Them two things I'm snitching about. Off bucks. I'm snitching. The nigga was in there after I beat this shit. Before I whooped him, I seen him hands down. I grabbed and whooped. Full signature on the jump. Like why? Like why would you even? Like that's no funny. No funny. This is why I like third world countries. I was just watching a video yesterday with my little brother out back, and it was two different ones. I'm pretty sure people probably seen it before, but it was one of them. They had like I think it said like I don't want to say 21. I'm gonna say like 11 men They had them tied up like on a little. It was like the stick jumps, and they was pulling them. And as they pulling them, a whole town of folks. The police is the ones that's pulling them. The whole town folk. They got the poles, and they just beating them with the jump. Then the other one. This one I ain't gonna lie. This was a little more graphic though. The guy he did what he did to the girl, and they was in like a do you call it a swamp or like a lake? I'm gonna just say like look like it look. I'm gonna say a swamp because it looked like a swampy lake. It was like a swampy looking lake, and like you can see the dude trying to like pull off the covers and stuff. And as you just see him pick up the girl, and she in the daggone water, and the guy that's being accused, he's standing there. Man, next thing you know, you just see a hand, and they pulled him, smacked him, got the dog in him. The next thing you know, you just see his legs on the ground with his head like this. Like, man, it's like that's why I respect that because no funny, bro. No funny. The fact that I had to come to your house and tell you that, bro, and you was her best friend, like, why you ain't tell me nothing at the church? And then, like I said, she probably was scared. She probably was scared. The dude probably was around. She didn't know, or she was just in shock. I get it, but ain't no damn nah. I'm not about to wait. I'm not about to. No, hell no. I'm not about to wait. Hell no. So I ain't gonna, man. It's hell no. And then this if this ain't I'm I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little mad because I'm thrown on because like, bro, why you ain't say nothing, bro? Like, why you ain't say nothing? Like, she literally got beat. He had sexual intercourse with her body after she passed away, bro. Like, and wow, she was passed. Like, what type of like? And you telling me you knew that she went in the back of the shed with the guy on that same day? She said that's what she said. Like, all right.
And then this guy, he drove by us in Bronco. It's white and red. You know, when you see somebody you think is really creepy, you kind of get this. He looked kind of creepy, and he waved at her, and she was like, "Yeah, that's so and so." He really tripped me out.
Caitlin points to the three men who may have been involved in Shantae's disappearance: John, Colin, and a third man she can't remember, except for one detail: a red and white Ford Bronco. Once investigators locate the only matching vehicle registered in the area, the name comes back as Bobby Sosa. So with three potential suspects now at the forefront of the investigation, John, Colin, and Bobby, deputies split up and head out to each of their homes. The first team makes their way to Bobby's property, and when officers arrive, they're immediately struck by something unusual: a strong odor coming from inside the trailer.
Just to follow up on everything, I don't think you were being, misleading with us or anything, but just for us.
Look at this nigga face, bro. Look at this nigga face. Look at him. He's scared as shit. Then it's a strong, like, like, bruh. Like, no funny, like, a part. That's why. I know I said that earlier, like that'd be the only reason why. But that's why you can't be a policeman. You can't. You can't, bro. You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me? And keep in mind, and I might be tripping, but in my mind, I'm thinking if you was a police officer, let's say if you was a police officer for 5 years, just for 5 years, right? For 5 years, let's say out of that 5 years, you done seen. I'm gonna just say a random number. I'm gonna just say a random number. Don't quote my math. 5 years of being in the police force. Let's say you done seen 100,000 bodies, right? 5 years. 5 years, right? You done seen 100,000 bodies. Meaning you done seen it with maggots. You done seen the smell. You done probably seen a piece of a body part fall off. You done smelt it. You done seen the worst of it and all, and this, that, and the third. And you done probably done smelt it after someone done cleaned it or tried to clean up the evidence or tried to burn the skin or whatever. Like you done seen, heard, and smelt enough in the last 5 years, right? You mean to tell me on your 6th year, you walk into somebody's place that is a suspect in this type of case. You smell an odor that is very strong, and I think when they talk about the odor, it has to be either the remains of the dead body or odor of trying to clean off something from the dead body. Or it has to be something. But then look, and then also look at him. Like Holmes, like I would have been like, "You alright? What's wrong with you?" Like, no, I'm cool. Like, no, you don't look cool. You look.
To cover anything, since the vehicle's in the area, do you mind if we go in your trailer and just make sure everything's okay and there's nobody in there?
Yeah, you can check. There's nobody in there, but it's a mess.
It's just more just to cover all of our bases.
Sure, I mean, I'm saying no problem.
Any guns in there, anything like that?
No weapons.
No weapons.
Maybe a pocket knife here.
That's fine.
All right.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
How long you lived out here, man?
Like I said, man, a month.
Oh, yeah?
It's a mess.
That's fine, man. Sure, we've been in worse.
I don't know. Not unless you got a hoarder around here.
What? Oh, we got plenty of those, man. Hoarders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that freezer looks like it works good, man.
Runs on propane.
Do what?
It runs on propane.
Really? Yeah, as long as we're here real quick, your storage unit shed right here. Is that cool? Appreciate it, man.
Get it. You don't have a dog, do you?
No. That smell?
Yeah.
Coming from the RV, I need to dump my tanks.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, I gotta use that little thing there because I'm out of gas. Go and haul it to that place down the street.
Oh, really? You gotta dump it in that and then haul it down there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm sorry about the smell. I'm trying to get everything good.
You're good, man.
Despite the strong odor on the property, which Bobby claims is gasoline, officers fail to find anything that connects him to Shantae's murder. And while officers continue questioning Bobby, another team makes its way to Colin's house. At first, they're prepared to treat him like any other potential witness, but Colin's behavior and his refusal to cooperate would soon shoot him to the top of the suspect list.
How you doing, sir? What's your name?
Colin.
You mind if you want to ride with me up to the SO and that? Yeah, and I'll bring you back.
I gotta do it.
Okay, you don't want to go with me?
I mean, it's ridiculous that I'm even being looked at. She's got a boyfriend or a husband, John Adams.
Mm-hmm.
These niggas did it. These niggas did it. They did it. They both did it. They both did it. They both did it. They all three of them did it. All three of them. He's saying it was Colin. Then you all bucks, bro. As soon as he would have said that, be like, what? As soon as he would have said that, come on. Just come on. Just ain't no way. That's why I said I couldn't have been a fed. That don't make sense. Nigga, I just solved the case to me in my head. Nigga, I just solved the case. Off Bucks. Off Bucks said she was going with him. Then the woman said out of her own mouth, he said that was his girl. He said that was his girl. She said she was with Colin. Then now, this nigga Colin saying she already has a husband or a boyfriend, and that's John. Now everybody snitching on each other.
She's like infatuated with me. She'll just walk up and down.
Did y'all have any type of physical relationship at all? Because some of the people we talked to is that y'all had a relationship at one time. No. So never.
No.
Okay. What kind of relationship did she and the boyfriend have?
He'd always pick her up and tell her to go get her home, and he treated her like a dog. And there's a lot of people that are kind of looking at him. I mean, it's
he's not. I mean,
so again, like I said, now you telling me. Now you telling me he said the same shit. He said the exact same shit. Oh yeah, I heard he be beating her, and he used to do things and did. Oh, can't be a fed, man. Can't be a fed.
And he's one of the people I'm gonna have to interview. Are you working anywhere right now?
I do lawn mowing out here.
Okay.
According to Colin, he never had any kind of relationship with Shantae, but detectives are buying it. And when the conversation turns to his job, Colin reveals he works in lawn care, giving him access to the same type of weapon detectives believe was used to murder Shantae. But seeing how defensive Colin is becoming, detectives decide to leave, asking him to come to the station the following day to provide a DNA sample and answer a few more questions. So now, with 3 key figures firmly on the investigators' radar, detectives back at the station begin taking a closer look at each of them, and what they uncover is peculiar, to say the least.
That's how I'm trying to learn how to edit, bro. I'm trying to learn how to do it like that, but I gotta stop being lazy. That'd be my part. I gotta really sit in and do it.
Least. John has prior burglary and assault charges and withheld critical details about his relationship with Shantae. Bobby has a previous assault charge against a woman and was known to spend time near the area where Shantae's body was found.
I knew he was guilty. All bucks, I knew he was guilty. That picture right there, him right there, like they should put that as his mugshot. If when he get locked up, I guarantee you, that face right there, doesn't it? Nigga.
And Colin, while having no known criminal history, has long been the subject of rumors about his violent temper. And this is when detectives realize that any one of these men could be Shantae's killer, but figuring out which one will prove far more difficult than they expected. As the day comes to an end, rumors begin spreading throughout the community, and neighbors start keeping a watchful eye on one another. And with Shantae's funeral set for the following day, detectives will be doing the same, watching the crowd for a killer hiding in plain sight.
I've always had this different part of me. It just wants nothing but destruction and evil. It wanted to kill somebody.
Oh, whoa. Y'all see that nigga hands? Hold on.
Wants nothing but.
Astaghfirullah. Y'all see like right here? His hand look, his fingers look long. I mean, that's probably his jeans, but don't his fingers look long? Like, look at that. That look weird. He don't look human. I don't think he human. He don't look human, y'all. For real though. Don't that look weird though? Don't that look like his fingers? Or am I tripping? Don't that look like his fingers? That look weird. That just threw me off for a second. I'm about to say, oh, that's what, like, oh.
Destruction and evil. It wanted to kill somebody.
The following morning, medical examiners released Shantae's body to her family for the funeral, but not before delivering one final unexpected update. Examiners have discovered unusual markings on Shantae's chest. Markings investigators cannot explain and believe may point to something ritualistic. To make matters even more unsettling, detectives realize Shantae had been murdered on Friday the 13th, a detail that only adds weight to this theory, but with no way of knowing whether the markings are significant or...
Hold that thought. Real quick. Let's look up something. What cult celebrates what cult ritual? I'll say that. In some pagan tradition, Friday the 13th is considered a high day for certain ritual activities, though it is not a single fixed cult ritual in the way of some holidays are. According to the cult of witchcraft soldiers, Friday the 13th is seen as a day of witchcraft, releasing a renewing demonic or inferring power. This aligning with the border occult view that Fridays are associated with the goodness, with the goddess Friesia, Norse, or Venus, Roman. Wow. And that the number 13 and with its lunar cycle connections carries symbolic weight and magic. Wow. In some covers in a satanic or witchcraft group, the Friday, the 13th of the month, especially when it falls on a Friday, it is treated as a night of satanic worship or a day of demonic empowering. And they killed her. Was it at night? I forgot. I think they killed her at night. Rituals to release or renew infernal demonic energies, occult ceremonies tied to the goddess or Venus, symbolic or literal blood and sexual rites in certain subcultures. It's important to note that these associations are modern occult interpretations and not a part of a mainstream religion or historical practice in Western superstition. Friday the 13th is widely regarded as unlucky with roots in Norse mythology, Christianity traditions, and historical events like the arrest of the King Templar. Called pagan views, the Friday 13th is a high ritual day for witchcraft, demonic empowerment, and releasing energy. Superstition views considering unlucky and unlock many stuff, yada yada yada. See? That's what I be saying, man. I was gonna say they do, and just like I said early, like I was saying earlier, because I don't think y'all heard that first part, because that's when my mic was off. But that's something that I said way back then, bruh. Like, these people who get these people like who work for Epstein and all this stuff. Epstein and them wasn't in those cars taking them kids away and putting them in them vans. They wasn't trading them off and doing the sale on hand. It's just the same way as how the plug be doing it with any drug. Just think of it like that. It's literally the same thing. Like, I think the more and more you realize that the government is a part of every single thing negative that has happened. Like, once you actually really realize that, like, it comes to it, because a lot of them are devil worshiping, satanic worshiping people, or quote unquote, they just don't believe in God, but they believe in something else that was created by the thing they don't. That's another thing too. Quick question: how can you not believe in God, but you believe in something that was created by the thing you don't believe in that exists? Like, I don't get that. But yeah, so it's like it's they out here, bro. Like, they are out here, and again, it be neighbors, it be your friends. Just a little jump on YouTube, a little fade, little jump, just watching. Just about a woman getting, that's my little brother, y'all. Big Simmy. But just watching this little fade, little jump, like not first 48, but body cam footage and stuff. Yeah, man, it's crazy, son. Like, they realize they be out here, bro. Like, they seriously be out here. They be closer to you than you least expected, bro. Like, you would not think that your next door neighbor, or even you wouldn't think an elderly woman would be on some satanic ritual stuff. You would not think it. It's some people in this world that you would look at them and you would not. How many times have you been surprised by a person that you've known for a nice amount of time and they did something to you that you did not expect them to do? Or how many times did you think that a person that you thought that you didn't know, that you thought that they didn't know how to fight, and then when you fought them, you got whooped? Or when you seen them fight, they whooped somebody. You was like, oh, cuz got hands. Or dang, she got hands. Like, that happens. Right? You never know, man. Never know. Then they doing some ritual stuff. And like I said, just read the jump, y'all. It's proof on there for Friday the 13th. It's proof. It's already proof. It's not a cult, but I just looked it up just to see if it was a certain cult. But it's not a certain cult. It's just a night to praise the devil or bring in demons. It's praise the devil at night, bring in demons through day, or some BS like that. Stuff of law.
Simply a coincidence, investigators file the possibility away as the community prepares to say its final goodbye. Around 11 a.m., nearly 100 churchgoers begin gathering for Shantae's funeral. The church is so crowded that some are forced to wait outside, and among them, patiently waiting, is Shantae's killer. Inside, Pastor Keener leads the service as the family and friends pay their final respects. The ceremony lasts for hours, though a handful of attendees quietly slip away before it ends, including the man responsible for Shantae's death. A short time later, Shantae's coffin is carried to Pleasant Valley Cemetery, where she's finally laid to rest, and despite all their best efforts, police fail to recognize the killer. With the funeral over, detectives turn their attention back to the investigation. They call all 3 key suspects and ask them to come to the station for questioning. Around 4 p.m., Bobby and John are first to arrive at the station, handing over their phones to be searched for potential evidence. And as detectives sit down with both men, it quickly becomes clear that they both have some explaining to do.
Of course, I guess they told you when they downloaded the phone, they get everything. They get pictures, they get text messages, they get phone calls, all that stuff, right? And do you delete your text messages?
Yeah. But I was like long places and they put my phone up there.
No, that's not what these text messages that you deleted. And you know what I'm talking about because you even told somebody, hey, my phone's clean. What are you worried about DNA so bad about?
I'm not worried about it. I just don't like needles. I don't like stuff things like that.
Well, she was like, I don't know why you're so worried about giving DNA.
What do you mean?
She said you were texting her and asked her, well, they want my DNA. Why did they want my DNA?
Sure, whatever.
That's what the text message just said.
That's strange.
No, my DNA. Giving DNA. So, what are you worried about DNA so bad about? Because you even told somebody, hey, my phone's clean. What are you worried about DNA so bad about?
I'm not worried about it. I just don't like needles. I don't like stuff things like that.
Well, she was like, I don't know why you're so worried about giving DNA.
What do you mean?
She said you were texting her and asked her, well, they want my DNA. Why did they want my DNA?
Sure, whatever.
That's what the text message just said.
That's strange.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
I smoke. I just don't want that pumped up. It's not all the time thing. I mean, like, I just might go to a friend or something like that.
I don't care. I don't care if you smoke. I don't care if you smell. I don't care. Well, I don't care about that. I'm thinking about what we got going on right now, and then we find your phone, and you knew we were fixing to look at everything,
yes, sir.
And then we find the message going, or because they can tell what's been deleted and what hadn't been deleted.
Yes.
And then they look and they like deleted. If you did have something to do with this, you need to let me know now.
I would have told you day one. Okay, if I would have been around anything serious like that, or knew anything, or anybody, I would be.
Or knew anybody that had anything to do with it,
anything. Because if I had anything to help out, I have nieces.
I ain't gonna lie, right then and there, that's a perfect moment to have him grab this nigga by his shirt with the dog. Tell me what you did. 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 Like on everything I love, like Slim. I couldn't sit there because I'm gonna get mad. Like, bro, I got no funny. My oldest brother locked up. Second brother passed, and one of my other brothers passed away. It's only me and it's two of my brothers. It's me and my brother out here right now. What just happened?
Out there, I have my sister up there.
Man, what just happened?